I'm Planet Ant Media. Welcome to Sandwich Talk. I'm your host, Carlos, and this is my chance to sit down with some friends, talk about our favorite sandwiches, and dive into some new ones too. This week, we've got something interesting. With our quarantine here, we're doing things at home now. So I asked my friend John Yelinek, a chef here in the city over at Roast, and also he does a pop-up called Pariah, to sit down with me at his house and see what we could do to make some sandwiches together using things just in our fridge. So sit down, hug up to your favorite sandwich if you got something at home, and enjoy the show. John, welcome to the show. This is the first time that we're doing this. Thanks for being the guinea pig, the literal guinea pig on Sandwich Talk at Home. So we're going to see what we have in our fridge. We're going to make a sandwich and we're going to eat it. And it's going to be, who knows. But first of all, show me around your kitchen, dude.
Yeah, so I've been messing with this kitchen for a long time. There's zero counter space. At all. So any work surfaces I've had to put in, hanging all the pans, all that stuff, since there's no cupboards either. Fridge, stove, bullshit sink.
Damn. That is a tight scenario that you got in there. But I mean, so you're a professional chef. Where do
I have this, it's going to get dark for a second, but I have this great pantry set up, other equipment. It works well. It's not ideal. It's not what I would build, but it works fine. We're going to go over here.
Sweet.
But, yeah. So
cool.
That's the kitchen.
So you are John Yelinek. Am I saying your last name right?
That is correct.
All right, sweet. And you're a professional chef. You're not just a guy like me who likes to chop shit up on a block and act like he's good.
I mean, I still am. I still am. I just that's the job that I get paid to do, 60 plus hours a week. So it's definitely a restless feeling being trapped in the house for an indefinite period of time. So
as of today, it's looking like we're 3 weeks left, maybe.
Hopefully it's only 3, yeah.
But we'll see. But in the meantime, my cat Frank is asking to say hello. So hang on. Not kitchen safe, but this is Frank.
Damn, he looks like a pillow. It's a big cat.
Yeah, he's a big guy. He's a real big guy. All right. So where do you work, John?
I am at Roast.
Oh, yeah. Best happy hour in the city. Also incredible menu otherwise.
Roast is awesome. Yep. One of the kind of OGs in the fine dining coming back to downtown. Going on 12 years of being open there.
Yeah.
I've been there for 4. But yeah, it's tough. It's tough shutting down. It's the only time something like that has ever happened to us and every other restaurant in the city basically too. So it was intense. One of our owners came in on Monday, last Monday, so exactly a week ago, had a full staff meeting and said, this is it. We're shutting it down. Everybody in this room, go home, file for unemployment, and we will be in touch. He definitely was very sensitive to the situation that all of us in that room were in. So we all appreciated that, but it's tough. And pretty much every other cook out there in the city is in the same boat right now. And we're kind of, I imagine, like myself, we're all kind of just cooking at home and trying to have fun and distract ourselves by doing that. So
exactly. And that's what I'm trying to do too. I mean, obviously I'm not at 100% service industry. I'm blessed with having a product that I sell in stores. And right now the stores have been ransacked for everything. But I mean, otherwise I do work in food service. And aside from just the service industry, I know that we're all struggling, but it's also, beauticians, people that work in salons or people that work Basically anything that's face-to-face at this point, we're all laid off.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going to happen, but, we'll see. But let's talk about something bright, man. I know you've got some good stuff in your fridge. What do you think that you want to make sandwich-wise today?
I know when we talked earlier this week, I mentioned I had some brisket that I cut up that was brining to make some corned beef with. I have that smoking outside right now. So that's off limits until probably tomorrow when it's like done cooking and set. But
damn it.
I just baked a really nice loaf of like Japanese sandwich bread last night. I've been making a loaf of it like every other day.
Like milk bread?
Yeah, the shokupan. So I've got some nice little pork cutlets in my fridge. I'm leaning towards the katsu. We'll see. We'll see what other fun stuff I have in the fridge to throw on there. So
sweet. Show me your fridge, man.
Let's do it. So I've got all the hot sauces.
Yes.
Gotta have those. I got a deli of chili crisp. That is the move right there. And then kind of the bottom shelf is
front and center.
Sorry?
The Kewpie right front and center.
Yeah, the Kewpie, of course. Cabbage. There's a little pork chops I mentioned. That brisket that I mentioned, I've got like 4 pounds of fat that not 4 pounds, but probably two pounds of fat. Rendered all that down. Been cooking with that so I don't go through my other supply of cooking oil. I mean, I've got a lot of just leftover stuff at this point.
Right.
Some Aunt Knees.
What's up, Aunt Knees? Shout out.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, kind of just the same as my fridge would normally look, full of pickled items, mustard, and other non-perishables because I don't get a chance to eat at home a lot. But now there's some like produce in there, so.
Cool. I'll show you my fridge, and then I'll start whipping out some stuff so we can make some sandwiches. So far, I've got some thoughts because right now, like, I didn't really buy like sandwich bread, even though like now I have it, but I don't think I want to do that. I think I want to do something different. So here's my fridge. My fridge is disastrous to say the least. I've got a bunch of stuff. One thing that I was thinking about doing today is I made some shrimp yesterday.
Okay.
So I was thinking about making some shrimp. I'm good at dropping stuff. I definitely always have tortillas on deck.
Okay.
So I can do that like as a sandwich bread, but I was actually thinking making quesadillas as my sandwich bread. So I've got some Munster cheese too.
Yeah.
So I can do quesadillas as the sandwich. Maybe do some shrimp, like a nice little toss with some. We're gonna need some citrus. So
Are you
citrus here?
Out of curiosity?
What's up?
Is the quesadilla the sandwich, or are you gonna make 2 quesadillas and use them as bread for the sandwich?
See, now you're on the trolley. 2 quesadillas as the bread for the sandwich.
Cool.
I've got some avocados that you gave me, so thank you very much for these.
Oh yeah.
I want to do that. I've got some Aunt Knees salsa that I can use. And then there's some cilantro and stuff that I'll grab out of here in a second. But I don't know. Pull out what you're thinking, man. What do you think you want to grab?
Yeah, I'm gonna do these guys right here. Did a honeybee run about a week ago, and I've just had these little pork cutlets marinating, waiting to be used, marinating in just a little bit of soy sauce, some mirin. So I guess I'm gonna 3-step them and get them crispy and throw them in a sandwich.
Hell yeah.
But you know what?
You got the milk bread?
I do. Let me pull everything else out. So
yeah.
Obviously the Kewpie, can't do this without Kewpie.
Nope.
We'll slice up some cabbage for it too. It's always nice, a little crunchy, fresh crunchy. Here's that bread I was talking about. So we're gonna cut into this. Yeah, this is I like the Pullman style better than like letting it kind of come up like the muffin top white bread. It's so pretty when you toast it up like this. Perfect.
It looks fake.
I'll cut into it right now. I'll cut some slices. So I like to toast it anyway. So take off this heel.
Oh my God. It's
So
perfect.
it's nice.
You made that.
It's like a cotton ball, yeah. So yeah, this is the cool thing about this. So most like white bread, if you get it wet, if you squish it, it just turns into a pancake. It turns into like a soggy flour tortilla. And this, it just like comes back. So the cool thing about this, and the thing that kind of distinguishes this from like grocery store style white sandwich bread, you take like a little bit of the flour and a little bit of the water that go into the dough anyway. You cook it over like a medium flame until it kind of like stiffens up like a slurry almost. It'll start to look like pudding. And then you build that into the dough. And so you kind of pre-gelatinize those starches. They hold on to more moisture, and it also, you know, obviously is much more resilient. So it's great for sandwiches, especially like sandwiches with a lot of condiments or dressing or anything wet on them, because it's not going to fall apart on you halfway through. So
You've always been like a mad scientist in the kitchen, dude.
a little bit,
Anytime I
yeah.
ever talk to you, it's like you've got something wild going on, and I can't believe like it just doesn't compute to me. But I'm
Yeah.
proud and happy that I'm your friend. All right, so let's take a quick break. We'll start piecing apart some of the ingredients, and when we come back, we'll make a sandwich.
Let's do it.
Hell yeah! Today's episode of Sandwich Talk is sponsored by Casamara Club. Inspired by the history and traditions of Italian Amaro, these Bon Appetit magazine highly recommended soft drinks are balanced, buoyant, and food-friendly, highlighting the natural vibrancy of farmed ingredients. Currently with 4 varieties available, you can find them all over the country today by checking out their website at casamaraclub.com. And we're back. All right. So I've started to pull apart some ingredients here. I've just got my tortillas set up here. I'm going to do 4 corn tortillas. I'm shredding up some Munster cheese right now, and I'm going to make that. So typically what you do is you can either do quesadillas by just doing the cheese inside, flattening it out, and then just letting it kind of melt inside. What I like to do is I typically just throw it right there on like the pan, the skillet, the flat top, whatever I've got. Let it crisp up a little bit, then you toss the tortilla on it, flip it over, then
Yep.
So
that sounds great.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I'm just starting on shredding some cheese right now. What do you got going on?
Sounds good. I've got this bread here. I've got a little egg, some milk. I got to 3-step these little cutlets first. I'm not going to pound them out or anything. I see people pound out cutlets all the time. These are already like just under a 1/2 inch. That I think is perfect for like a katsu. It's too thin. The breading just falls off it, and it's like not satisfying to bite into. But I don't have panko, so I'm gonna just spin up a couple slices of bread and bread it with some fresh bread.
Oh man, that's a great idea. I was gonna say I have panko. You could borrow some, but we're quarantining, so
It'll be super fluffy and like super wispy little breadcrumbs. All right.
goodness. As I'll show you where I got going on. I'm just getting this cheese going right here. Putting that in a little bowl to reserve that off to the side. I mean, I don't know why. It's all going to the same place. I think that should be enough cheese. I'm just making 2 quesadillas. I mean, I figured like with this version of Sandwich Talk, we can really do whatever the hell we want, right?
Exactly.
Probably all I need.
So that honestly looks like the best panko You'll probably ever see.
Did you put any seasoning in there?
Well, right now, but I will give these like a good little shake of salt. I don't know, maybe some MSG. We'll see. I like to keep it pretty simple. I think the soy sauce and the mirin that the pork chops marinate in goes a long way.
Oh, the MSG though, yeah.
We'll see. So I think that'll be enough. We'll see.
The whole theme of the episode. We're just gonna see what happens.
Yep. Gotta improvise a little bit.
Got my shitty electric oven is on. Or my electric stove, rather.
A little bit of flour going.
The great thing about doing this in our respective homes is that we don't have like a full licensed kitchen to actually practice out of right now.
Right.
So it's just like we can do and are doing basically everything that everybody else can do at home, which is nice. And it shows the world that like
Nothing fancy about it at all.
nothing fancy.
So I'm just gonna go a little salt in each of the 3 steps of the breading. Whisk up this egg a bit.
I'm gonna let that pan get a little hot. I know you're not supposed to use like Teflon or anything, but I've had this pan for years, dude. And it's treated me so well.
You gotta have some Teflon around. It's what all the best omelets are made. I mean, a lot of the best omelets are made in.
Right? My mom gifted me that pan when I moved into this apartment 7 years ago.
Nice.
And I've still been using it all the time. It's like my main pan. I mean, obviously, I've got this boy that I use on the Mad Regular.
Yep.
I mean, this is the egg boy right here.
Yep. I just threw mine down. That's what I'm gonna cook in. All right.
Is that a gas stove or electric?
It is gas.
Oh, you lucky man.
So I'll just bring the computer over here. But I've got this guy going, a little bit of fat in there. And then I've got this guy going. I'm going to toast up my bread on it. This thing's great. If you ever need to like set a pan on there, let it go real slow. It's kind of like a little French top.
So I'm letting that crisp up. I'm going to do 1 corn tortilla right up on top.
All right.
Letting that go a little bit. Just until it starts getting all like melty and toasty.
Nice.
You kind of see it already. You got that?
Yeah, that looks great. Cool. So these like faux panko seem to be working well. Super wispy. Check that out.
I use no oil in my pan too for the folks at home. The cheese has definitely got enough oil.
Nice. Especially if you're using nonstick, yeah?
Dude, totally. What a fatty cheese.
I love Munster because even as it melts, it doesn't get that like rubberiness because it's also pretty high moisture.
Right?
I enjoy that about it. And the good stuff is almost like squeaky. So.
Starting to get that crust on this side too.
Cool.
Perfect. Dude, if I had Kewpie, I think that would definitely set off what I'm thinking I'm going to do today, but.
A Kewpie quesadilla?
Yeah, right?
Dude, that is advanced. I love it.
I'm turning off my fan so you can hear me a little bit better. I think that might help.
Cool.
My apartment might be a little smoky, but hey, it's quarantine.
We are, we're right about at the same stage, I would say.
Right above what?
I would say we are right at approximately the same stage in our sandwiches.
Oh, really? Nice. I'm only at quesadilla 1. I still need to do quesadilla 2.
Yeah, I mean, I just dropped these little pork cutlets in my cast iron.
Nice.
So they are cooking away right now.
All right, here we go. Quesadilla 2 getting started right now. Damn, I shredded a shitload of cheese. You know what I might do in order to bond these boys together is I might do a cheese layer inside of the 2 quesadillas too.
Okay.
See how that works out. Ooh, that was a little spicy.
So I'm going to just shred up a little bit of cabbage here. I love the cabbage on the...
Oh, yeah. Some fresh cabbage, too. That looks like a really good head. Damn.
I have a lot of brassicas in my fridge right now. A lot of kale, a lot of broccoli, some cauliflower. All of that stuff, it just stays good for so long. So when I kind of did my grocery shopping before staying in for the week, I stocked up on all of that just so I didn't run out of veggies. And this is key right here.
What you got? Oh.
Giant mandolin.
Very necessary.
I like to go paper thin. Like, I don't want big fingers of cabbage falling out of the sandwich.
Right. It's just not attractive.
No.
Ooh. So I split this tortilla accidentally, but that's okay because that's going to add extra cheesiness on the inside of the sandwich. I just use as the inside of the sandwich. But it's looking like this boy right here is pretty much done. That guy right there. So I'm going to take this guy off right now. Ooh. And then in the same pan, I'm going to do the shrimp. So I'm thinking shrimp. I'm going to make it real simple. Shrimp, anise salsa, lime juice. And
Nice.
then that's it.
Perfect.
All right. So this boy's done, probably. No, not yet. Ow. Dude, I've been running through dishes in my apartment. I don't know about you, but like,
Oh yeah.
I have now like been cleaning dishes probably every 20 minutes, half hour of my day.
100%. That's where I'm at. I mean, obviously, I have the worst kitchen sink setup. So it's sort of a necessity unless I want every space in my kitchen to be covered in dishes.
Right. Before I toss the shrimp in, I think I'm going to chop them up into small little pieces.
Cool.
Just to kind of like help me out in terms of the way I put the sandwich together. So I made the shrimp yesterday, just because I was hungry and I wanted shrimp, and I had frozen shrimp in the freezer. This is actually frozen shrimp that I got from the last day that Eastern Market Seafood was open.
Oh man.
All right. Sick.
All right. So my bread is toasting right now. These little pork cutlets are coming out of the pan. And we'll just hit them with a little bit more salt while they're hot so it sticks. I'll let these rest. I kind of want them to be like...
Is that you or me dinging? That could be my ding.
That is Charlotte standing right here.
Oh, hi, Charlotte.
Hey.
Woo, I got to turn that heat down.
my God. Do not disturb.
All right, I'm going to turn this down to like a medium heat.
Awesome.
Make sure that this salsa kind of cooks right into it, but definitely needs a little bit more liquid, so that's where that citrus comes in.
Cool.
Get the ender of that salsa. We recycle around here, so I'm going to rinse that boy out.
Nice.
Recycling is key, even in today's unknown quarantinable world. Let's do like, I don't know, half a lime? What do you got going on?
I'm toasting my bread.
Oh, yeah.
These guys are resting. I want them to be kind of pink in the center. I like medium pork.
Nice. I'm going to do 3/4 of a lime. And if I need more, I know. Let this kind of cook down a little bit.
I like it. It's like a little shrimp bolognese.
I know, right? I like to do tacos like this with just because I mean it's simple. I always have anchovies, and
Yep.
shrimp's really easy to get. And lime I just use in my house all the time.
Yeah. Got to.
So I think that's probably. All right, I'm gonna let that sit. Turn the heat off of that. We're gonna let it stay there though. As we're doing that, let's get some cilantro cut up. Oh, one thing that we didn't mention, it's very important to wash your hands at all times.
Yeah.
All right, I've got a little bit of cilantro here, not too much. Give it a quick rinse. Just a rough chop too, nothing too crazy.
I don't really have too many herbs lying around right now, but I kind of want a little bit of scallion in there. I've been flying through scallions. Kind of the thing that we've been doing is the end of the scallion, like the white root part. We've just been putting it in like a deli of water, and the scallions will just grow back like this far.
Oh, damn.
Kind of get a little bit of bonus onion out of them.
That's a great idea.
So,
all right, so here's where my weirdo psycho idea is coming at. I think I'm gonna do another little bit of cheese here in the same plate, and then I'm gonna plate it according to that. So I'm gonna do just to kind of bind it, right?
cool.
Of course, it's like not hot now, so it's not doing anything. Give these boys a rinse while I'm at it.
So I'm gonna just hit my cabbage here so that it's not falling all over the place. A little bit of salt and a little bit of rice vinegar. Gotta have some acid in there.
All right, I'm gonna take one of the quesadillas that I already made, which is the broken one, and I'm just gonna place that right on top of that cheese, just to kind of get that melty, just so we can get a binding agent in between the shrimp and the other quesadilla. And I'm probably gonna do the same thing with the other quesadilla too. This is gonna be real cheesy.
Can't wait.
see here. This gonna work? I wonder. Oh, look at that. That worked. All right.
Right. Fantastic.
And then I'm just gonna start plating some of this shrimp right up on here. We always have the conversation on Sandwich Talk. What is a sandwich? People would probably say that this isn't a sandwich. Instead, it's some concoction of what the fuck. But I don't care, dude. It's what we got, right?
I think it's a very resourceful sandwich.
There you go.
I think when you're quarantined, if you don't allow a little bit of flexibility on the
definition of sandwich,
we're gonna have a talk. So I'm gonna assemble my sandwiches too. Got that awesome toasted milk bread right here.
Oh my God.
And I'm actually building 2 sandwiches here because Charlotte's got to eat lunch too. And I have a little bit of this hot sauce left over that Sean actually made for the last Pariah tasting menu dinner. This is like some fermented Thai chili. It probably was aged for around like 9 or 10 months that we just blended up with a little bit of umeboshi. So it's that like Japanese salted plum. I'm putting a little bit of that down on the bread here for some heat.
So tell us a little bit about Pariah too.
Yeah, so that's my pop-up. Mine and Sean's pop-up, if you guys are familiar with that dude. He is Ipsy Food Dude on the gram. And we are the 2 guys behind the crazy Pariah stuff. So we kind of are like tasting menu sort of format for the time being. And anywhere from like 12, 15 to like 20 plus courses for these dinners. And kind of the way it goes is you come for the dinner and there's an optional kind of like complimentary beverage pairing the whole way through, which is really nice. And yeah, obviously hiatus for now, but
I know
it's kind of just the way that we are able to do the things that we want to do outside of our normal restaurant jobs. So he is currently working at Pernod.
Is he off too right now?
Yeah. So it's kind of a bummer. We're not really like brainstorming like we normally would if we both just had a bunch of free time,
right?
Because of the whole quarantine thing. But yeah, definitely a fun project that we kind of have as our little baby on the side there. So
yeah, I've definitely shouted out Pariah a bunch of times on the podcast, and you guys have been by far like the most insane of the pop-ups.
Yeah, it's so intense. Like, kind of what happens is we'll do a dinner, crazy build-up. Like, you hear a bunch about it maybe after like it happens for a couple weeks, and then it's just like recovery time. Let's rework it. Kind of like the model that's been very effective for us is not really trying to go too crazy and like scheduling things every couple of weeks, because then like how can we really pour all of our energy into like the one dinner or the one menu if we have like 5 other things going at a time as a side project? It's like the couple times a week we might get together is great for the model that we have right now.
Yeah, you guys are killing it, man.
But
when we're back to regular, I can't wait to try it out again. So I've just done a little bit of the construction of mine. I did avocado, fresh cilantro. I did a nice fresh lime on top too. You can see the shrimp in there. And then I'm going to put this quesadilla right here on top, and that's going to be my sandwich. And then when we come back, let's eat them.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Are you putting you're putting yours together right now. Walk me through it.
Bam. Yes. So under here, I've just got that cabbage kind of scallion mixture, a little bit of rice vinegar, little bit of salt in there. Some Kewpie, obviously, same here. And then on the top of these, just to kind of help the bread stick, this is Bulldog. So this is like the thing to eat with like pork katsu. It's like, it almost tastes like Worcestershire, a little bit sweet and like ketchup-y almost. But it's totally just like fruit, vegetable, soy based. So it's really, if you don't have some of this in your pantry, highly recommend it.
Deal. Yeah.
You can get it like any Asian market. I think I got this one at Noble Fish. So just a little bit of that on top. And then we seal them up.
Damn. That looks so good.
I'm gonna slice
so
these.
when we come back, let's eat these boys, right?
Do it.
Sandwich Shock runs on Aunt Eve's. Based out of Eastern Market in Detroit, Michigan, this chip, salsa, and guacamole team offers fresh, all-natural snack foods for every single occasion. You're going to the market, you're going to the store, you're going to go somewhere, grab some salsa. Are you going to Eastern Market maybe on Saturday? Maybe get some guacamole. How about snacks? You like snacks, right? You eating at home? Are you eating at home? Grab a bag of chips. Find our store locations now at AuntEves.com. Check out our Facebook or our Instagram at Aunt Eves. Just enjoy Detroit Guac City. Okay, dude. It's time now to eat our sandwiches. I've got here our beverage sponsor, Casamara Club. I'm going to drink this with the Sarah. You're rocking a Topo Chico, I think. Yeah, dude. We got to get you some Casamaras for the next one.
I mean, I've got a 4-pack. I just haven't popped them in the fridge yet, so.
It's all right. So have you cut yours in half yet?
I have.
All right. Let me cut mine in half right now. This is going to be sloppy. I'm just now realizing it.
So we'll get that simultaneous cross.
All right. Can we see this? Oh, my God. Can you see that? Wow.
Damn.
Those look good, dude. Screenshot that real quick.
I already got a picture.
Hell yeah.
For Charlotte.
All right. Well, I'm going to try mine out. I just spilled some on my keyboard, so whatever. Cheers, guys. Happy sandwich. Enjoy. Let me know what you think of that.
All right, let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
That was some good stuff.
Well, mine isn't like as solid looking as yours. Yours looks like it's all together really nice. Mine's a little fall apart right now. It's okay. I'm getting a lot of like, this would be like the Mexican beach flavor that I'm getting right now. So like a lot of cilantro, lime, the fish, tomato, onion, garlic from the salsa. And then of course the cheese, putting it all together with the quesadilla. It's like, this is Mexican beach right here.
Yep. I'm definitely I'm getting like definitely the Bulldog is like super prominent. That like Worcestershire like ketchup-y kind of thing. But the cabbage, that crispy like raw cabbage and the rice vinegar is like, without that, this would be tough. This would be tough to do.
Really? Just because it would be dry?
It would just be so like rich and nothing to cut it. So that like little pile of cabbage just goes such a long way. It's like a
vinegar for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And kind of the nice thing about that little bit of Kewpie I did, it just keeps it all together. So like it's not falling apart.
If I had Kewpie, boy oh boy.
Yep. Definitely not missing the panko though. The crushed up old bread was a good move. I think I like it better than panko. So
That milk bread's real good too.
thanks.
So for those at home who can follow a little bit more of like your home adventures and your home cooking, how do we find out more about you?
I mean, I've kind of just been like posting kind of in the Instagram stories, like just the weird, not even weird, just like absurd meals that I've been cooking around the house. So like Not every meal I cook makes it on there as a disclaimer, but kind of like the ones that I get really hyped about, I'll just like, yesterday, we made some cool breakfast and had a little burger night. We got a bunch of food from the restaurant when we closed down. So kind of like those perishables definitely were our meals like for the past week, like the salmon. You got some of the salmon. How'd you like that?
Dude, I can't thank you enough for that. I ended up making fresh at-home sushi myself. Took some rice, did it sushi style, where you like put it up in your hand, and then I didn't have wasabi, but I had a little bit of horseradish.
There you go. Fair.
And then did that in between the fresh piece of salmon and the rice. Cut up some of the fresh avocado that you gave me too. Did some avocado on the side.
Nice.
Outstanding, dude. And then soy sauce, of course. So, just the fish by itself was wonderful. Thank you so much for that.
So for everyone who's tuning in or going to watch this as a recording, we dry age all of our salmon at the restaurant for like around a week. Obviously, the way dry aging goes is sometimes you have some go a little bit longer, but they all go about a week. So the stuff that I got, just because the prior week at the restaurant was so dead with the whole virus thing going around and everything, we sent home a bunch of like 2-week aged whole salmon. So I just cut up one of those Ora King and passed it out to friends and family. What am I going to do with 10 pounds of salmon? So glad he enjoyed it.
So much.
Pretty amazing stuff. So that, the burgers, the couple of steaks we got were all the first to go. And now the rest of this time is going to kind of be us eating like the other things we prepped up. So
damn, dude.
A lot of bread baking though. So
I'll see what I can do with Spam, how I can mess with Spam, what different kinds of Spam I can do.
Yep. Spam fried rice. We'll have to do a Spam fried rice video.
Fried rice.
If anyone's got Spam at home, can tune into a Zoom meeting and cook it all together.
I'm down for that, dude. I've been wanting to do like a full cooking with like a bunch of friends in one day.
Yeah.
So, this is an ever-evolving thing. Obviously, we don't know where this is all going to land, so let's just keep building on it, dude. Let's do like a Friday night cook at home community type thing.
All right.
Cool.
I'm down for that for sure.
Or Wednesday night. It doesn't have to be a specific night. We'll just figure it out. We'll send a note out to like all of our friends.
Us and all of our friends should all be at home anyway, so.
Right, exactly. All right, dude. Well, thank you very much for being on the show. Your sandwich looks incredible. I wish I was there to eat it with you. I wish you had a chance to
that looks incredible.
This boy out. Let me just see if I can pick that boy up again. Wish you had a chance to try that boy out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
It was very good. Like I said, it tastes like a Mexican beach. Pretty happy with it. I'm going to eat this other half off camera.
Get a little bit of sand in there. Just get a little bit of sand in there for the full beach vibe.
The little gritty bit right back there.
Yeah. Yep.
For the folks at home, what is your Instagram so we can follow you?
I am Court Deli, all one word. So the Deli Cup.
At Court Deli. Awesome. And then for when we're back and ready to do everything, remember to check out Roast and check out Pariah. So Pariah Dining on Instagram, right?
Yeah, Pariah.dining.
Pariah.dining. Incredible food at both places. You're one of my favorite chefs in the city, man. So
I appreciate it. Thank you.
We will keep doing these, and thanks again for being part of the show, dude. But I'll talk to you soon, hopefully.
Yeah, we'll stay in touch.
Definitely. I'll see you later, man. Thank you. Well, that's it for today. Thank you all for checking us out. I want to thank our guest, John Yelinek, for coming on the show. Sandwich Talk is a production of Planet Ant Media powered by Pinecast, supported by artwork and the National Endowment for the Arts. You can check out more Planet Ant podcasts at planetantpodcast.com. Our theme music is Bushwick Tarantella. Our ad read music is Lobby Time, both by Kevin MacLeod. I want to thank our producer, Zach Bridges. I want to thank our mustard valet, Michael Zuber. My mailman, the guy that brings my mail here, it's Carl Malone. Good guy. I want to thank my sous chef, Frank. He's my cat. He's a good guy, too. And as always, our chief, Miles O'Brien. So once again, thanks for listening. I hope you guys got hungry. Thanks for watching. And happy sandwich. So are you the new producer of the show? Are you just gonna...